Because I remember when I used to come at your house and basically you just double up ultimate breaks like for hours and hours. Like, obviously it was hip hop then, it wasn't drum and bass or anything like that. So it was just straight, literally just DJ skills and having the most records and being the best DJ you could be, I suppose.
Yeah, and to be fair, that's what it was. I wanted to have the biggest and baddest collection because my father is into music. Little did I know my father, when he was younger, was a DJ, and I didn't know that until virtually, well, you know, before he passed away sort of thing. But it makes sense because he had a ridiculous collection, you know what I mean? I never asked, he never said, it was never mentioned.
The length of time where that was a crew, this is a crew, UD4 was a crew. I mean,
do you know what? There was loads of crews at the time, but I would definitely say the Wild Bunch was like the most infamous because I was so young and I wasn't old enough to go to the jams and all that. Obviously, the grown-ups then was going to teenagers and that, but they were their tapes, their mixtapes. That was gold dust back in the day. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's funny because that's one way I got to know Lynx. Because Lynx was the man of the tapes, man. He used to come into the youth centre and play these like WBLS, Kiss FM, New York, do you know what I mean, Wild Bunch, do you know what I mean, that was the circle, do you know what I mean, and everybody being there just getting down thinking, and Lynx just be down by the set like, guiding off the tapes, because everybody was like fiending, like, where did they get this music that is wicked? Obviously Wild Bunch was getting more renowned because they were Bristol based, do you know what I'm saying, but they were bringing the culture that we saw on television around us, do you know what I mean, and realised that we was kind of like living the same sort of way. It was like a ghetto to ghetto, you know what I mean?
You know, you heard of Wild Bunch. I remember seeing the pieces and going back to all the same pieces. You went and photographed and that and going around hoping you're not going to get fucking robbed and that, you know?
Afro, albino, black of Puerto Rico. Welcome, the birth of the new rap, Negro, stiletto, amigo, born and raised in the ghetto.
We didn't really know what we were doing back then, but we all went and braked. You know, if you went there and you popped or you rapped or whatever, everybody was there. It was a network. And, you know, off that it built, it just exploded, I think. You know.
Me and Freddie used to rehearse every Saturday around his parents' pub, the Beehive in Wellington Hill, you know, and sort of write lyrics and stuff. And it was just organic. It wasn't like, you know, don't or no, let's work on this because that's gonna happen. Everything just organically, you know, before we're not only playing in Bristol, we're playing all over the shop. We're hooking up with Jazzy in Camden Market, you know what I mean, with Funky Dreads Incorporated market store, you know what I mean, and selling clothes. And I went to the club, but, you know, chilling out with them, and then we go to another club and we do something else. We didn't play the town and country, but, you know, it just organically happened like that. And this is way before Massive got signed. Way before actually the shit all eyes on Bristol.
Obviously being that young, the only times I was able to see them was when they played at the parks. And when they played at the park, I would definitely say it was St. Paul's Festival, mate. Do you know what I mean? That was, for me, that was the only time I was able to get to hear Wild Bunch. So for that, right about now as a you, it was a fix-up event, you know what I mean? All Magdaddies in full attendance, Werburghs, Eastern, oh my God, Arclay, it was off. Everybody was there, every fucking body, do you know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, when DJ Milo dropped that, Milo just played it on this ridiculous setup that just blurted all the way up to Northwest, and I was stood in front of it and I'm like this, it's yours, and I was like this, oh my gosh, and just the whole vibe of like people, the bass line, the lyrics, and just everybody was like, yeah, it was, you were like in a cult and a part of something.
There was certain like community events that Wild Bunch played at, like in St. Barnabas, I think it's, no, Albany, I think, right back at Albany in St. Paul's. They played there once, called them there. And these were the few events, yeah, that Wild Bunch put on where the younger youths was able to go.
I was quite lucky when I was 9 years old. I went to the Arnolfini graffiti exhibition they had with some 3D, Pride, Z-Boys.
And I was like, oh, I don't know whether I'm allowed because I was that small and a bit like, didn't even go into town before, didn't know where it was. They all went and come back, told me how mint it was, Pride from the Chrome Angels painted, 3D from Bristol, they had breakers there and everything.
Wild Bunch played it there, and that was quite quite a turning point as well. And really, I mean, just to see sort of in them days, it wasn't just so much breakers, there was a lot of freaky people out there, going to those things.
I just saw people breaking everywhere and sort of Wild Bunch with DJing, and didn't really know what I was looking at, but that was it. From there on, started trying to do characters, letters and tagging and try to rap, and I saw it around me, so it wasn't just like this outreach.
Me, Risky, and a few of our mates discovered there was a cafe just on Park Row, where basically there was like 3D pieces in the background and 3D pieces on the walls, a little pool table in there. So being we assumed that they hung out there because all their tags and pieces were everywhere. That was the place they'd go, like Wild Bunch hung out and all the writers would go.
Luckily for me, I worked for Bristol University, so just at the top of the hill, St Michael's Hill. So I walk down every day, I'm there. You know what I mean? Dinner time, and then, at the end of the day, that's why it's easier for me to meet Daljo or Willie or Wallace or whatever. They knew exactly where I would be.
Well, we'd go and have a little hot chocolate, sit in the corner, all quiet, and never really see anyone. It was never busy when we used to go, but just sit around chatting, go, fucking hell, look at that, look at this, and I take photos of the pieces and remember them, go home, we draw them and stuff.
Why I love airports, for argument's sake, I can just go to the bar and sit and people watch. We didn't have to do that, we just go to special case, man, and just people watching, just see. And you can just be like that. I don't care what it's cold, I'm still just, you know what I mean, and stay for hours.
Behind the pool table there was a board, there was a 3D, like a self-portrait character with his arms folded, and we'd look at fucking hell, and he'd always do characters looking with one eye covered with a star over the eye. That was his trademark. We used to walk up round there, the lane, tag on all the walls on the way up, or ride our bikes out. I was on my bike once, and I come the other way, and I pulled out my can, I was tagging it, I turned around, someone come out the front door, and a bunch of blokes jumped in a BMW. I was off on my bike like that and chased me all the way to the skateboard park, all the way to Bedminster in a BMW, about 5 blokes in the car. On the back wall in there was where like the 3D pieces was, and T-Kid did a piece on a bit of board on the back wall in there, and we just used to sit in there and just like people watch, basically, like Chris said, just sit in there and like see people watch the graffiti and see you come in and that, but no one ever came in. We just hoped to get a glimpse of 3D or something like that, but they never showed up like while we were there. Look, still a bit, look, on the grill, still on there. On that wall there, and it looks tiny. It's no great crime, I used to say, by 3D. It was in orange and yellow, and had some little buildings down there. Tropics used to be in there, notorious spot for breaking. I think later on it might have been the Moon Club, I can't remember.